Hi, and welcome to Good Vibrations. I hope you had a great summer. We're in the first week of September, and for many of us, our kids are going back to school and we're going back into our old routines. You know, maybe through the summer you slept a little late, you ate different times, you kind of played it by ear, but we go back into our routines when the kids are back on schedule. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Like when we start getting into a routine, that's when things start to stand out. That's when synchronicities start to stand out. When you know that you're doing something at a certain hour, your expectation is this is going to happen, this is going to happen. But all of a sudden something pops up and it, makes you pause and makes you think. Some people call those things coincidences. Synchronicities is another name. A lot of people call it a divine nudge. Divine nudge. I don't know if you can see my card, but I have these mediumship cards and it discusses these synchronicities. Synchronicities are the way spirit works through us. It's the way spirit gives us a nudge and tells us they know what's going on in our life. They have to give us a message. Sometimes it's about telling us we better start paying attention to what's going on around us. Synchronicities are signs that spirit's knocking on our door. And it's things that stick out. Like I said, some people call them divine nudges. So, what is a synchronicity? What could be a synchronicity? Hold on, I want to open up my chat so when we're ready with a caller, I can take a caller and we'll see if we get a synchronicity going. So, synchronicity could be hearing the same phrase over and over. I remember I did a reading for somebody once, and I did the whole reading, and I knew him. I told him things, but I could tell he wasn't satisfied. I could tell he was waiting for one phrase. And I couldn't do it, and he was in a fight with his mom over a house. And, I gave him the information. And then for whatever reason, I was sending him a video of our reading. And I don't know why I did, but I wrote, "It is what it is." I've never written that to a person before, but I typed it in and I sent the message. Well, within 2 minutes, I got a note from, "Can you call me?" So I called him up. He said, "That's what I was waiting for. That's what my father would have said. Now I know. Now that was what I was waiting for." So hearing a phrase from somebody that you know that it belonged to somebody else, or you hear a nickname, or you just that kind of thing, that's a synchronicity. Getting in the car and when you're missing your person and you hear a song that you both loved, and it's I have a friend who whose son has passed, and he went to Alabama. That was his college, and he was very big in the college. And so every time she gets on in the car, Sweet Home Alabama comes on out of nowhere. That's a synchronicity. Looking at getting those numbers, everybody knows those 1111 or 1234. For me, it's 1234 or 1212. When you see those numbers, look them up, Google it. Put down angel numbers 1212. What does it mean? Maybe it means pay attention. Maybe it means you're on the right track. Maybe it means stop and look. You don't know. I don't know what they each mean. But if you see repeating numbers over and over, Google it and write, what does this number mean? What's this angel number mean? So that's two versions of synchronicities that we get in our lives. Or meeting someone and you say, and I know this has happened to everybody, I was just thinking about you. That's a synchronicity. That's a divine nudge. So start paying attention to these little coincidences, and I hate using that word. Pay attention to these coincidences and know that they're being put in your path for a reason. We have Carlene in Fife, Scotland, in the UK, is ready. So let's take that call. Okay, is Carlene going to get on?
I'm here, sorry. Hi there.
Oh, hi, how are you?
Hi. Fine,
Okay,
thanks.
nice to meet you. Have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes, but not for years.
Not for years.
Not for
Okay.
some years. No.
All right. I usually like to start by asking you to pick a page from my book. A lot of mediums use tarot or dowsing rods. I use a book that I wrote, and I ask you to pick a number 1 to 366, any number, and I like to feel that opens the door for me. So can you pick a number 1 to 366?
32.
32, 32, correct?
Yes, yes.
And you're not going to believe this. This is synchronicity. I opened the page right to 32. So before I start, I feel spirit. If I feel energy behind me, it's parents or grandparents. If I feel it next to me, it's a contemporary. So it could be a brother, a sister, a sibling, a spouse, and God forbid they're in front of me, it's a child. So I want to ask you first if your grandmother is on the other side. Hello?
Yes, she has. Hi there. Yes, she has.
She is. She is.
Yes,
And
she has.
um,
Yes,
uh, yeah, were you close with this grandmother? Were you close with her?
yes. Very.
Yeah. And did she also have a name that started with a C or a K, like Kathleen or Katrine, or is anyone in the family other than you? Does anybody else have the name like Katrine or Kathleen?
There's no K's, but there are C's.
There are somebody's deceased with that name?
No, there isn't K's like for like Kathleen, but C for like Carleen.
Okay, so there is a
Did it back,
Kathleen,
did it back
right?
K, that's C. My
Oh,
name's
see,
Carleen.
your name
Yes.
is Carleen, but is there another
Yes.
person with a name like yours,
Oh, there is
Carleen?
a calf that is married into my grand family, yeah.
Okay, so grandma writes, and I feel like you called her something other than grandma, like maybe not Nan or Gran, but she says, "I am the captain of my life. I hold the power," and she's talking about you. And I want to ask
Uh-huh.
if you've gone through a time period, Carleen, where you felt you didn't have power, that let's say you were just everything was being done around you and you had no power to stop it.
Uh-huh.
You
Yes.
don't know? Yes? Okay.
Then yes.
Because
Yes.
she wants you to know that you have the power. That, in other words, you have to take control over what's ever going on. Now, did you lose a spouse or a brother? Do you have a male that's on the other side that would be a contemporary to you?
Mm,
A friend, a
yes.
brother, a
Somebody
brother-in-law?
that yeah, somebody that I met a long time ago on the other side,
Somebody
yeah.
that you met a long time ago, a male,
Yeah.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm also getting a B name like Brian or Bobby. Is there somebody on the other side with a name like Brian or somebody, even if they're here, is there a Brian or a Bobby or a Robert?
Um yeah, that would be their family, yeah.
That's someone in your family, correct?
Someone in their family that's on the other side that
That's
you're
on the other
referring to at
side.
the moment.
Right.
The person that
Okay.
you're talking about that's on the other side's family that's here, they've got an uncle.
That's an uncle of yours,
There's
but
a
he's
Brian
passed
and
on.
there's a Robert as well. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. And let me ask you a question. Is your dad on the other side? Is your father on the other side?
Yes. Yes.
He calls out to you and he says, I have an R name around him. I don't know if there's a Roger or a Robert around him, your father, but he's saying
I'm
to
not
you,
sure.
it's okay, well, just hold on to that information because you may think of it
Uh-huh.
later. But he says
Uh-huh.
to you, you have to take control of the situation, whatever the situation is. You're letting the situation run you. You have to run the situation yourself. Do you understand that? He wants you to take control.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yes.
Are you moving or is there a move involved?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Um,
That's something I've thought about, but I've never done it.
yeah, go ahead.
Just saying that it's something that I've been thinking about, but I've never went ahead to do it.
You've been thinking about moving?
Yeah.
Well, your father kind of knows about it and he's encouraging you. Are you in the same place you've been your whole life?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says to go ahead and do it. Like, do you feel stuck?
Sometimes.
Yeah. He wants you to go ahead and he wants you to try things. In other words, you've been afraid to do things or you've been stuck, you haven't been able to do the things you want to do. He wants you to, if you want to write a book, if you want to, try a new job, if you want to move, he says try and, you only live once. Go ahead and do these things. If that's what makes you happy, you should go ahead and do them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Um, do you live rural? Is it rural where you live? Is it like farmland?
So that is it. What?
Is it farmland where you live? Like, it's not a city,
Uh,
it's like a small town?
it's like a small town here.
Yeah, because he's showing me a small town. And
Uh,
you have children?
yes.
3 children?
No,
2?
I've got two.
Did you have a child that's on the other side?
No, but I'm close
Did you
to
have Yeah, go ahead.
close to another child that might seem like it's my child, but it's not. It's my niece.
Right, it's not your child, but you have
I've-
someone who's someone's child on the other side, correct?
Oh, on the other side, yeah, you're referring to siblings.
Yeah,
Siblings of mine are on the other side. Yeah,
okay. Like a friend of your family lost a child?
friend of the family. Not a friend of the family, an actual family member.
It's an
Could be a
actual
friend of
family
the
member,
family. But,
but it's not your child because what I'm getting is it's off to the side. So, this
uh,
child, do you know the mother of this child?
yes,
Can you let her know that the child called out to her? This is a boy that passed away?
right, right. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I think we have a little bit of a language issue here, but I do have somebody who's lost a son here. In other words, I have a child here. It doesn't feel like it's your child, but did one of
Oh,
your
yeah,
kids lose a
yeah,
friend?
yeah. Uh
I have the spirit of a young boy here.
yes.
Okay, so you recognize who it is?
Yeah, I recognise who you as you're referring to. Yes,
Okay, can you please let his mom know that he came through?
yes, I will do.
Okay, so don't forget, your dad said you're the captain of your life. You make the decisions. So don't always go along with what everybody says. If you don't like it, open your mouth. Okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. Good luck. Nice meeting you. And we're going to go to
Okay,
Lynn in
thanks.
Orlando. Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi, Lynn. Have you ever had a reading before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
So I
Yeah,
do understand. Hmm.
yeah, that's good. And I feel spirit if I had told Carlene before. If I feel the energy behind me, it's older generation, parents and grandparents. If it's next to me, it would be a contemporary, and if it's in front of me, it's child. So I want to ask first, who wore a uniform for you? Is there someone on the other side that wore a uniform, either police, fire, or military?
Hmm.
And
I know
it's
somebody
gonna
living, but unless they just passed. Not at this time, I don't. Oh no, wait, no, yes, a father-in-law. Mhm.
father, and I was just going to tell you this includes father-in-laws, even if you're not married to the spouse anymore. I don't know if you're still married,
Yes,
or if you're married, but your father-in-law wore a uniform, right? And
yes, he
are
did.
there two people that have the same name? Like his name is carried on through one of his children, or a grandchild has a part of his name?
Yes, yes,
Okay, is
they are
that your?
both together. Hmm.
Oh, your spouse is with him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Um, and you were married to your spouse when he passed?
Uh, no, we were divorced.
You were because I was picking up like a separation. Um, and I
Hmm.
am picking up an M name like Mike or Mark or Mac. Is there anybody living or dead with a name like Mike, Mark, or Matt?
I can't recall at this moment.
Okay, hold on to that because you may think of it later. Um, did your spouse did he pass on the job or at work?
No. He got sick from work,
He got
but
sick
then
one
passed,
because he
yeah.
all he's telling me is at work, like from work. So he got sick from
Yep,
work. Whatever he was doing at work made
that is
him
correct.
ill.
Yes.
Um, and
It was
I
chemicals.
want to go. I'm sorry, what?
It was chemicals.
Chemicals. Because I want to say, I feel naturally that I go to the lungs, but he's pushing me to the abdomen. So I feel like something happened to him below the chest. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, very much so.
Talking about his gut, like in other words, it manifested in the gut, either the gut or the liver, like in other words, not his lungs, but below his lungs. Is that where the cancer started?
Liver and lungs.
Liver and lungs. Yeah, because when it's lungs, they make me feel that I can't breathe. But he's like, in other words, I'm feeling that I'm being pushed below my chest. Um, because
Okay.
I just read somebody yesterday that passed from asbestos, and I said to him, "Was this asbestos?" And he said,
Mm.
"No." So it was chemicals, correct? Like whatever he was working with. Um, was it like dry cleaning stuff, like those kind of chemicals, or like he's making me
Um,
like liquid
no, but
chemicals?
it was solvents to clean. It was solvents to
Oh, that's
clean,
right.
like
Yeah.
iron.
Okay. Yeah, because he's making me smell that smell from dry cleaning. Sometimes you get that odor from dry cleaning clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he's making me feel the liquid. So, and was it kind of like a shock when he never thought it was going to happen to him? Like, even if you had said, you got to be careful with this stuff, I almost feel like it's like, not me. I don't have to be careful. Was he kind of a confident kind of guy?
Yeah, very strong-willed. Mm-hmm.
Okay, strong-willed. And you have two children with him?
No, I didn't have any children with him.
You have any children? Did you have dogs that were like children?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, because
Two dogs.
he talks, yeah, two dogs. Because you know what?
Yes,
Dogs they're our family too. Um, and you divorced him, correct?
that is correct.
Um, he wants to apologize to you that was there an immaturity to him? Like he never grew up?
Mm, yes,
Yeah, what I'm getting is you were right. Do you understand that?
yes, definitely.
Okay, and he's apologizing because he should have. What I hear is I should have held up my end of the bargain. Do you understand that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it resonates with you and it means something to you.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, did you know his father?
Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
His father has a healthy respect for you. Do you understand that? I don't know if he showed you that
Yes.
in life, but he's so sorry it didn't work out.
Yes, he even showed me afterwards when his son was getting in trouble. He came to me in spirit. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So he's pretty much validating that you were the better end of the deal in this relationship, and
Yes.
he was really sorry
Mm-hmm.
it didn't work out. That his son lost a lot when you said enough.
Yes.
Um, I ask if your dad was in spirit?
No, but he is. Mm-hmm.
He is in spirit. Okay, I wasn't sure if I asked, but your dad is coming through. Did your dad know your husband? Did he know your ex?
Mm, yes, he didn't like him, but yes.
That was coming out next. He was going to say, "Told you so," you know.
Yep. Yep.
Right. Like he says, "Boy, you took a dump," and that's coming from your father, not from me. It's like
Mhm.
he's really
Right.
happy that you got out. Um,
Mhm.
and your mother-in-law is here, correct? She is not on the other side.
No, she's on the other side now.
She's also on the other side.
Mhm.
Your mom's,
Mhm.
but your mom is here.
No, my mom is on the other side too.
They're all on the other side because they're showing me there's someone
Yes.
here for you that is like an older person that you have a female, kind of like an older person. Do you have a new mother-in-law, or is there like a friend or an aunt that serves as a mother-in-law?
Yeah, I kind of have a mother-in-law. Mhm.
You
That's
kind
here.
okay, yeah, yeah, because they're showing me you have someone now. So, um, were you close with your mom?
No.
Yeah, because I'm not getting that warm, fuzzy feeling, and it's like I'm trying to get a hook on what's going on. Did she not bring you up?
No, a nanny did.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm not getting the sense that she was involved in your life. I get a very remote person, and I'm trying to get something out of her, and there's nothing there. Like I've got no,
Mhm.
she's just kind of empty. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm. Yes, plus
I
she
feel
died
you had
because
a
of that
better,
emptiness.
she did, but your father you had a better relationship with.
When I was young. When I was young.
Yeah, because I'm getting warmth from your father, and kind of a
Mhm.
pride in you. He's calling you a chip off the old block. So I don't know if that's a compliment
Mm.
or not, but what I'm getting out of your father is a lot of pride. Um, I want to go back to your mom's side of the family. Did you know your grandmother, your mother's mother?
She died the day I was born.
Okay. What I'm getting from that grandmother is an apology that she wasn't there for you
Hmm.
because she came through as like I think you would have been closer with her. From what the family legends are, was she a warmer person than your mother?
Yes.
Because what I get is if only I hadn't left, if only I could have controlled your mom more. Do you understand? And I'm getting a name like Marietta, or a name with like a lot of syllables in it. Marvaletta, Marietta. Is there somebody that you can relate to with a lot of syllables like that?
Mm.
Rosietta.
Not at this moment.
Okay, think about it. But it feels it's like around your mom's. Was your mom spoiled by her parents? Indulged?
Um, that I don't know, but I know she didn't get married until she was like 40.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So she
It's
pretty much
kind of a,
had her own house and
right,
business, everything back then, which was almost unheard of. Mhm.
right,
Very
right.
independent.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a narcissist here. Somebody who's just wrapped up in their own world. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
So I ask all my sitters to pick a page 1 to 366, and let's see if there's a message in the page that you pick.
48.
48. Okay, that's really funny. Um, this is actually coming from your mom, and it's her lesson to you. I will not engage with those who don't appreciate me. So it's almost as
Okay.
though, in her way, she felt that she was above everybody else, and she wants you to have that same feeling. Don't engage with people who don't appreciate you. If they won't give you the time of day, if they don't make sense, yeah, it's sort of
Yes,
a
it does.
divine,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
I think she's kind of saying is, I was busy with what was important. I didn't have to engage. She's opening up a little bit now, and I feel like she felt that she was very filled with importance. And it reminds me of a story my parents used to tell about a baby who was eating. He wasn't speaking. He was a little baby and he wasn't speaking, and they were very worried about him. And finally, when he was about 5 years old, they took him to doctors, and nobody could figure out why he wasn't speaking. and he goes, "There's lumps in the oatmeal." He says, "Ma, take back this oatmeal," or whatever. I'm butchering the story. And so she says, "Oh my God, you're speaking. Why didn't you speak?" And he said, "Because you never had lumps in the oatmeal before." So in other words, if it wasn't broken, don't fix it. And I'm getting the same feeling out of your mother. Of course she loved you. Like she says to me, "Of course I loved her, but I was busy. I was busy creating a
Mhm.
life.
Mhm.
I was busy, showing her what a woman could do." You know what I'm saying? So I
Yes,
don't
and
think
I'm
she was
like
so
her.
much,
Mhm.
yeah. And so you're like her, you
Mhm.
said?
Yes, very much.
Yeah, so maybe
Mhm.
that
Yes.
was the chip off the old block your father was referring to. I took it as him, but you're probably, your parents better, but it was probably her. But they're really proud that you stand up for yourself. And did you just lose a dog recently?
Yes, in January. Mhm.
Yeah, so your mom says, your mom says, "I've got your dog and I'm taking care of it." It was a girl dog, it was a female?
Aw. Yes, yes. Mhm.
Yeah, so because she said, "I've got her," and she's taking care of
Oh,
her. Um, did
that's
you used
great.
to polish this dog's toenails? Did you polish the dog's toenails?
No, I have not. Mm-mm.
Would your mother have done that? Because she's showing me polished toenail. Like I guess she's showing me that she's taking very good care of your dog, that she's grooming her.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
don't know if that means something to you, that that she's being groomed.
She was a standard poodle, so yeah, she would
Okay.
need
Yeah.
to be groomed.
Oh, if she was a
Mhm.
poodle, poodles are the ones that they always used to paint their toenails back in the 50s and 60s.
Yes,
So I think she was trying to get
that's
me
true.
to notice that. Okay. So she's
And
letting you
I
know she's
I
taking,
just got a new poodle puppy. Just got one. Mm.
well, enjoy. And know the spirit of your poodle is around this puppy too. Um, they're not the
Aw.
same dog. Did you get a boy dog this time?
No, girl.
A girl? Because your dog from the
Mhm.
other side says that she was smarter than this one.
Oh, no, that's true. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she says, I was smarter, tell mom I was
Mhm.
smarter, but
Mhm.
I'll watch out for this one. And
Aw.
it was nice meeting, and I'm sorry for your
Mm.
loss. I hope you
Yeah, no, they're
enjoyed.
they're children.
Yeah,
I
they
did
are.
very much. Oh
They
my gosh, you are excellent.
Thank
You
you.
are
Thank you
very
so
good.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And anybody can book a reading with me directly. Go to www.ladyphyllis.com. I do have a class starting. It's over Zoom on Thursday nights in November. If you're interested in learning to do this yourself, it's 10 sessions. It's over Zoom. It's all over the world. I've got students everywhere and they're doing quite nicely. And you can also catch me live on TikTok. Usually I go on every night. You can also watch my son, the Medium. He's on TikTok every evening at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So he took 3 of my classes and took off. So take a look at him and book a private with me. Was nice seeing everybody. Have a great week. Look for those synchronicities. Look for those messages from your loved ones from the other side. They're just, like I said, divine nudges to let you know they're around you. Nice seeing you all.